I'm Steph, and if you joined me in my September reveal video, you may have remembered that I left some space on one of my feature spreads. And this weekend, I figured out exactly what I wanted to put there. So I'm going to share with you how I filled that space, thinking about what I like to call the other new year. So let's get started. This is Journaled by Steph, a YouTube channel for bullet journaling enthusiasts, hobbyists, and everyone else. Thanks for being here. I often think about September as the other new year. There's something about the start of fall that feels resolution friendly to me. So I spent a little time thinking about the themes I want to adopt for the next chapter of my life. I'll share them with you in a sec, but first, let's walk through the setup. You can see that I have limited space to work with, which is fine, because I'm going to focus on words for this project. Now, I already know which words I'm focusing on, so first I'm starting with a very quick outline in pencil, just to visually earmark my layout. Next, I'm going to set down some gold circles. You'll see that I'm using the outside frames of gold stickers that I previously used elsewhere. I love this trick for framing out spaces for doodles and text. Plus, it helps me reuse extra parts of the sticker pack. I'm just going to cut out the frames as close to the edge as possible and peel away the backing. Next, I'm using some small gold circles from a sticker pack from the Happy Planner. Their stickers are probably my favorite, and I think I have more books than I could probably use in about 10 years. So I'm just visually eyeballing where they should go. Some people use tweezers for little stickers like this, which I think is very helpful. I'm just relying on my long press-on nails that are still hanging in there after I put them on a week ago. That apparently works too. Now that I have my layout set, I penciled in my words, and now I'm going to trace over them in black marker. I think gold ink would have been fun here too, but I don't have anything with a point that's fine enough for this space, so we'll just stick with black. While I'm writing out my themes, I thought I'd share a little bit about what words I've chosen. The first is spiritual practices. After a really tough 12 months that left me spiritually dry, I'm looking forward to a season of renewed spiritual refreshment. I'm not exactly sure what that will look like, but I definitely know it will include an exploration of prayer, meditation, generosity, hospitality, and more. I'm planning on taking a creative, artful approach to each of these and try to relax into each practice. We'll see how it goes. The next word is artistry. I really want to lean into artful living in every way, from creating things by hand to sharing more videos like this. My goal is to slow down and really notice the beauty of the seasons and notice everyday moments all around me. And then I want to create stories about what moves me. The next word is naturalism. As a native Coloradoan, I feel like nature is in my blood. I already spend a fair amount of time outside, but I really want to cultivate my backyard naturalist by studying the floral and fauna around me through observation, sketches, reading, and more. A few other phrases that I've chosen are living where I live. And what I mean by that is I don't know if you ever feel like this, but I want to be kind of like a tourist in my own town. Like just settle into where I am and really appreciate it. I also have little spaces for movement and nourishment, so just caring for my body. I wrote poetry down. I'm not a poetry writer, and I don't read a ton of poetry, but I feel like there is some space for me to grow in that. So I am going to start exploring poetry a little bit more. I wrote the word relaxed. That's more something I just want to embody as a person. I want to be relaxed. I want to be a non-anxious presence wherever I go. And I also wrote the word sensory. I really want to be able to kind of stretch out and expand into my senses, get out of my head a little bit, get away from screens, definitely, and just fully live in each of the 5 senses, appreciate them, notice them, and enjoy them. So while I'm doing this, I want to make a quick note about handwriting because one of the most common things I hear when people look at my journal is how small and tidy my handwriting is. This is invariably followed by comments about how terrible their handwriting is. So please do not let your handwriting keep you from journaling. Firstly, I think your handwriting is part of who you are. It's a reflection of your unique personality. Embrace it. It's like your custom font. Secondly, work with your natural handwriting. So if you see something that I'm doing and you think, my handwriting is way too small for that, well, don't copy it. If your handwriting is big, give it the space it needs. If you have a really small space that you're working with, you can't always type or print words. You can use a label maker, you can use stickers, but whatever you do, just don't let your handwriting get in the way because that's such a shame. Let your creativity be expressed through your natural handwriting. So as I'm kind of wrapping up this spread, I want to comment about how there's been a lot of research on how visualizing the future, setting intentions, and journaling about them enhances the opportunity for those intentions to happen. And I think that's true. But truthfully, I mostly enjoy pages like this because they're also fun to make. It's encouraging to think about the positive things you want to experience and to create space literally for them to grow in your life. And even though the month of September is nearly over, I will return to this page often to remember what I wrote here. I do that with all my spreads, which is one of my favorite things about journaling in this way. So if you haven't already, take a few minutes to lean into this other new year and set a few intentions for yourself for the fall. Don't let your handwriting, don't let the perfect journal spread, don't let your lack of art skill get in the way. Just get creative. Think about a few themes, 3 to 5 words that express how you want this next chapter to go, and have fun. Create an artful space for them, both in your journal and then also in your life. So thank you so much for joining me on this quick little deep dive into one of my September features, and I'll see you next time. Bye.